Alright, this is News 14 Carolina Meteorologist Matthew East, and this is the latest edition of East's weather video here. I'm cutting this on Tuesday morning, the 18th of March, and we're taking a look really at the storm system coming up that'll roll through tomorrow. Here's the setup at 8 o'clock this evening, on Tuesday evening, an area of low pressure located over southwestern Arkansas and northeast Texas, not far from Shreveport, Louisiana as well. A big warm front arcing off to the north and northeast from that low, and a cold front trailing down from it, down into eastern Texas. And notice the model. This is the GFS, printing out a little bit of a shower chance around here. You see that on the model oftentimes ahead of these big systems when we have a nice southerly flow in place. I doubt we see any showers here in the Piedmont, but certainly you get up toward the escarpment into the Blue Ridge and certainly even down into the foothills, there'll be a chance for a shower late today. All right, there's 8 o'clock tomorrow morning, and we have sort of a double-barrel low-pressure area, one here sitting over the Ohio River, another one a little east of Memphis, Tennessee. Out ahead of that, we have this broad southwesterly flow of winds continuing for us, and a lot of rain falling with this. This is a copious rain producer for parts of the Ohio and the lower Mississippi valleys, and they need some rain. Some rain is good, but there's going to be a lot of it and probably some flooding issues developing in some spots. Your thunderstorm threat at this point would be trailing down from the low into eastern Mississippi and western Alabama. Some severe weather could be involved with that. There we are at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, and at this point we should still see most of this activity off to our west. Now, we could see a passing shower or two tomorrow morning, but I think the big event, whatever that means, will roll through later tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. There's 8 o'clock tomorrow evening, the accumulated precipitation, so that would mean your leading edge of the line in storms is really just exiting the eastern part of the Charlotte viewing area around that time. So this looks like late afternoon into early evening, around the showers and storms swinging on through, and there we are at 2 in the morning. Any lingering shower activity certainly drawing to a close by then. Also notice, let me show you one more thing on that panel. It will be a little breezy behind this front, especially as we get into, say, Thursday morning. Some pretty gusty northwesterly winds might kick in. Well, let's talk about briefly the severe weather threat. This is the jet stream layer up at 200 millibars, and the wind's racing pretty good up at that layer. And I didn't put the frame in here, but a frame later, we are still seeing that jet streak developing here near the mountains and maybe just a little west of there. All right, here's your 500 millibar chart. These all valid at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, tomorrow afternoon, and we have a trough taking on a negative tilt there over the lower Mississippi Valley. That's normally a favorable type of flow pattern over our area to get showers and thunderstorms. And again, we look for the turning of the winds with height. Notice generally southwesterly winds here at 500 millibars. Let's check 850 millibars, and there is some turning. And the wind's out of the south-southeast at 850 millibars, so there is going to be helicity in place. That's not going to be a detriment to severe weather chances for sure. Plenty of helicity, plenty of shear in place. But the problem, if you're looking for severe weather with this system, is looks like instability is still going to be lacking. Now, the reason instability will probably be lacking is not at the surface. We'll probably see dew points bumping up toward the lower 60s tomorrow afternoon, and probably some surface temperatures in the low 70s in spots, but it's aloft. You get higher up in the atmosphere, and the temperatures just are not overly cold, so that sort of puts a lid on how much instability we're going to see. But with that said, I do think some strong to severe storms are going to be possible, probably looking at damaging winds being the primary severe weather threat, although if we do get enough instability in place, I certainly can't rule out an isolated tornado or two. And we'll certainly watch that all very carefully. Of course, keep it tuned to News 14 Carolina. You hope we don't have to deal with any severe weather, but if we do, we, of course, will be right there tracking it with you as we go through Wednesday afternoon and Wednesday evening. So that's it for this edition of East Weather Video. Everyone have a wonderful Tuesday, and God bless.